Hey, welcome to part three of the Michigan State Kansas film breakdown for DeadThree here. Appreciate all the support that you've given us. If you could click the subscribe button right below this screen, that'd be appreciated. Nothing better than talking basketball early in the morning. So we'll get going with this. We'll try to make it a 10 or 15-minute video for you. There will be a part four to this. I really enjoy watching both these teams play. Actually heading out this morning to go watch Kansas play Baylor later this afternoon. So this is a great game. It's early in the year, and I really like the things that State's done so far. And so we're just going to get right into it. State just scored on a low post, mid-post play by number 30 to make it 6-4. State ends up losing this game by 13 or so, I believe. But they're off the gates here, playing pretty well. So again, it's just real quick basketball stuff. Balls changed. Always threw a trailing big for the most part for Kansas. So the guy that takes it out of bounds for Kansas is always that for the most part. Sometimes it's a pin down on the weak side, but more often than not, it's going to be, and this guy cuts through and Braun's going to shape up, right? And if not into a pass dribble handoff to a ball screen, right? So it's all designed to get people moving, right? I don't know if they're coming off this, like expecting Braun to just like catch and shoot right there. But look, Hauser gets jacked up in this. It's a squeeze on the low post, but he is dribbling to the side of three, right? So Hauser ends up going under. There should be a drawn kick to 30 here, who's their best player and leads them in scoring at over 20 a game, right? But he gets, two steps into the paint. Now we got two playing one, right? The spacing's rough here, really rough. Plus we have all these defenders standing up here, right? So there's, an immediate, right? So this is what I don't love. And I this guy's a Hall of Fame coach, and these are Hall of Fame actions, I guess, right? So, we're squeezing. I don't know if that's by design. We're going under, but we are driving it hard down the paint to where there's 3 and 3, right? So that's just a rough gig because of spacing. We have essentially, 8 people within 10 feet of each other. Right. And I'm not saying it's just my perspective. This game's played a ton of different ways. Right. But right here, we don't have, there's nothing for us to play one-on-one drawn kick basketball or anything. Right. So this ends up, we got rolls on the weak side. I mean, if you're cool with that, then drag dribble, throw it over the top, reverse it, come back with some reverse action to the post. Right. So, they're just able to guard everything here. So, here's again, if you watch episodes or parts 1 and 2 on this, you're going to be able to see how great Michigan State is on this, right? So, Izzo's over here already probably barking and yelling to go, 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 right? With the balls here, they've got one back. 1, 2, 3, 4 are there for Kansas, one guy back. And I if I were hedging bets on this in Vegas, I would sit there and say, I'm going to put my money on State. Not that Kansas can't get back, but I just know 33 is not the quickest guy in the world, right? So here's what's great. He's kind of playing to an elbow. They do get 3 back. So now it's a 3-on-2. They didn't run maybe as quick as I thought. I'd drive the lane, draw and kick. You have Hauser here, film lane, but you have a 3-on-3 getting back, right? So now they did it. Good for. So if I hedged my bets in Vegas, I lost. Right? There's a squeeze, there's the kick down. But what I like about this play, again, just some other things I see is 2, State does an amazing job of playing elbow, right? So when that ball's up top, elbow. Now, granted, he's going under ball screen and he's being squeezed here, but they are great at that little jab step there. So he stunts to it, but watch, he doesn't give up on the play. He's always moving, right? So there's this. There's the kick. Hauser doesn't look too quick out of the gates here. We got a trailing big. And so they get what they want, essentially, right? Not able, like this guy, number 30, does a great job with it. Okay. I like the subtleties of some of this stuff, right? Playing downhill, gets in the air. I like this. Watch the guy that just caught it. I like that he just quick fakes it. Just enough to peek. He caught it facing. But now look at the spacing that we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have good spacing, and they get jacked up a little bit between dribble handoff and ball screen. Okay, as much as State loves to run sets, they are slow to get into anything here, which is fine because they're still in a transition, just playing basketball. But as you can see, much of what they're doing here is just keeping the floor spread. 33, I have not been overly impressed with, as I've done maybe 8 clips now of Kansas. I'm not railing on the guy, just, but so 30's going up. 30 just had the post moves in here. Let's see if he can shoot it. Okay. So let's see how State does on this, right? The things that State hangs their hat on are that, right? You better be tough. You better be tough if you're playing State, because watch these 3 guys go in. He's getting back. Shooter's getting back. Hauser, Gabe Brown, 5 are all coming. So let's see. He's looking to block out. He's looking to block out. He's looking to block out. He's coming to the middle of the paint, right? Because they're getting back. So watch. There's a block out outside the paint. This is outside the paint. This is outside the paint. So good on Kansas. Really good on Kansas, right? And then he goes and gets the rebound. So Hauser's guy gets the rebound. So watch Remy Martin here. Outside the paint and goes and gets it. Like, you don't have to sustain a block out outside the paint. My belief, not always. You need that. This is a Michigan State thing that we learned years and years ago. You check out, I think is what they call it. But you hit and go. You hit and then go get the ball. Like, hit this guy, stunt him a little bit, take the will out of him, right, and go get it. Now we are running. So we got Braun. Now the big is in a good spot because he contested and didn't want to go rebound. So he's, good on him, or good for him that he doesn't have to run that hard, right? So we change it. I like 3. Remy Martin's looking to have it back. We got a DeadThree coming here. You got a pro coming here, right? So now there it is. So he's a pro. Now, I don't know if he makes this or not. I do like it that he is out running hard. They went to his side. So that's good recognition to find the 2-on-1, which is really it. What's this guy going to do? Play the pro, play the ball. Like, who's he guarding? Who's everybody guarding? Who is everybody guarding? Let's just say it's closest man. 44 is on here, which isn't a great matchup, right? We're covered here, obviously. We're covered here. Let's say he's covered there, he's covered there, then yeah. If those are the matchups that they're rolling with at a transition, but them pushing the ball and creating a 2-on-1 here, right? They've got to figure it out, because Hauser's too late to it. And this could be a bad shot. It could be no shot. Hauser could sprint, close out with high hands, right? They could roll it to the post here because he's getting position. Like, a lot of good things could happen for State still, but I don't know, because he's a pro. The guy that just caught it's a pro. And if I were coaching State, I'd be sitting here freaking out, right? I'd be like, man, the best kid in the gym just got an open shot, right? And this stuff's important. So he's going up with it, right? And misses. But hey, who doesn't love that shot? If you can get your All-American, your first round draft pick, your lottery pick, open shots like this where they're playing closeout basketball, you take it every day, right? Now, here's the thing. I'm not railing on 33 McCormick. I just don't know how mobile he is. I don't know how much he's stuck in the mud and sand a little bit here, because it looks like right here he's got it, right? He's got second opportunity here. Right. So here, notice the difference between the last possession. Like, let me just show it. This possession here, watch. This shot goes up. Watch these guys. 1, 2, 3. And listen, Kansas beats them by 13. But look at these 3. Watch them go hard. They all went hard. They all got to the paint. They all had to be blocked out. Okay. So they push it up. They get it to number 30. Watch. Back, half-hearted, gets pushed out. It doesn't, you know what I mean? Like, where is it? Like, that's a big difference in how both these teams play. And, and I really like State, and this isn't a State, episode or anything like that, because I really like Kansas. I'm traveling to see them today, but 30 gets it just out muscled, out toughed, and he seems a little bit too rooted into the ground to compete here, because that's his rebound. Like, I don't know how, you could disagree. If you're a Kansas fan, then you're saying no, but like, he's got to have that. But here's what's great. Like, my group, if you're watching this, families, if you're watching this, look at 30. Looks to the outside. Where does 2 come from, or 5 come from? 2 or 5, watch them. Wide, immediate. Now, granted, he was already kind of there, but there's no pound. It's a look to the outside. It's him getting wide. It's him probably changing the floor, playing to the elbow. It's these guys out, like, they're already gone, and he doesn't even have the ball. Wide rim runner. Look at him go. Boom. And the ball gets changed. And he's putting it down. and you better be going. Now, this could be an offensive foul in a second. Hopefully he's got some play to gear down, right? Where they run flat. There's the rim runner that has to be accounted for. This guy's going to circle cut and get behind it. What'd they call? Yep, they called it offensive. Now listen, yes, you have to be under control. Yes, you need to be able to gear down. Yes, you need to be able to see this. But man, I like letting people know we're coming. Like, that's just another thing. Now they lose by 13, right? Good on Remy Martin. Let's see what Remy does actually the whole play. So Remy's up here. He's the top man. There's the shot. So he's already back and pedaling, and he's already in the hole, right? So he immediately moves to that outlet on the other side of the floor, right? So yeah, good on them, right? But I like, I don't know how Izzo feels about that, but he gets set, right? And he knows it, right? You got to have it, right? Here's the play before. That was in part 2 on a jump hook where nobody collapses down, right? Gabe Brown's, I really like how he's playing. So let's see what they do here. Here's a high ball screen. Three's coming off it, already ready to pound it. They have run a pin down for Braun. Braun's about 15, 16 points a game now. So there's this catch. Now, are they going to run it into ball screen? Is Braun going to start pounding it? Is 30 going away? Is Remy Martin coming to the top? Okay, so there's some sort of single down with a cut through to a ball screen. So he's just cutting without any, and that's fine. It's probably by design. He's cutting with no regard to screen, right? But there's the pin down for Remy Martin. Remy Martin's a transfer from Arizona State that's averaging double figures as well. They run it into ball screen and they change it and roll it, right? So that's not going to be open because of this. And now what? Now they're just spacing to another ball screen, right? So 30 sets the ball screen, high ball screen, runs pin down, immediately turns on the change and runs it into another ball screen. Right. So here's where, and then they space away. Here's where State needs to be great. I like how they're rolling this. They stay over the top. They've got to protect. This guy's in like 1, 2, 3. State always has 3 on the ball, essentially, right? Now he picks it up to throw it over the top, and like Hauser should be over. He should be over, but he's not open. Right. So he catches it. Now, again, I feel like I've been rough on the guy. That's a rough pass. 1 pound to 6'9", 6'9", essentially. They get lucky. 34 doesn't give up on it and gets his position. Now let's see what State does. Let's see what scouting report says. I like that Braun's flat, ready to play, right? And now like, you're just going to pound it. I'm not saying he's not a great player. He's averaging 9 points a game at a team that's ranked in the top 5, and top 10, if not top 5. So 1, 2 with his back, right? So good on 11. Watch 11. He drops so he can see ball man. 33 McCormick has his back to everything, right? So he's going to pound it, and he comes because he has no vision, right? I guess you need to play Braun like that. I don't know, right? But if he goes to help, somebody's got to cover down. But strong, there it is, right? So it's a rough pass to begin with. It's 2 pounds with your back to the basket. He's not gaining ground. He's just kind of playing bully ball. He spins, but because he has no vision on what's going on, and he just catches it and starts pounding without any regard for angle or anything. At least he didn't start dribbling there. 1, 2, like, hey, I'm going to bully ball you. You know what? I'm an All-American too, right? So now we're this. Now, last possession, and then we'll wrap it up. But watch 34 out of the gates. Steal, boom. He's gone. Everybody's gone. So watch 34. He's gone. Like look how everybody is getting out of the middle channel. Everybody was in the middle channel. 1, 2, 3. Look right here. Everybody's in the middle channel. All 4 of them. But who should be in the middle channel? The point guard, right? The one with the ball. So we should always have a rim runner. You should know what you're doing. Now, he's usually, look at this, throwing the hand, and he's turning to find the ball before half court. So he's looking for it now. Wide, wide, wide. They're not disrupting the handler. They're trying to funnel everything in, but they have a rim runner with nobody back, and at least they're wide. So we're wide. Look, they just do everything really well, and I know they lose by 13, right? But there's energy, there's toughness. They got this, but watch 34. There's the play. This guy's, there's 3 here. he's open because they ran to the rim. 1, 2, 3. Like these guys are all worried about 34, essentially. He's worried here, but they're flooding the paint, right? But watch 34 right here. He seals in the paint. He's not running to a spot outside the paint. Now, spacing could be better here. Be nice if he were here, Hauser were here, whatever. Be nice if he had somebody to kick it to here, right? Because he's going to contest this. So let's see what happens weak side. So there's the shot. That's a rough shot if you still frame it. Man, there's a lot I like about State, right? But, you know, State to compete and be a top 5 team, you know, they've got to make these shots, you know, so there's that shot, right? So again, we got to stop it here, but the fast break stuff State does and how 34 is and how they defend, and that's a rough shot, but it's also, man, if he were down here and Hauser were, like, I wish they had just spaced it a little bit better, because you can get a better shot than that, right? But here's what I'll give some Kansas praise to, and I like Kansas a lot. You know, I'm concerned about 33. You know, he's a pro and he's an All-American and he's a first-team All-Conference guy. Look at Braun. Like Braun, it seems to always be blocking out. So he kind of 25 doesn't go after it hard, but here's 34. Here's the difference between 34 and 33. Block out, like, and he was pursuing it. And you know what he's going to do now? He's going to beat him down the floor. So the possession before, watch. 34 is here playing 33. Gets the steal. Has him beat. Continue, like, look at that separation. He's like, man, like, this ain't the game for me. Okay, then we're here. Now watch. Where's the separation? It's 34 again. It beats him to the spot. Right? So we'll get back into this play, and I'm not railing on McCormick, although I feel like I am, right? But the game is played at a high speed. Either he can't or he isn't in shape, right? It's okay to say, man, I just can't run like that. I'm not fast. I'm a third gear guy, but it's also another one to get into shape and be able to run and have some speed. Okay, listen, if you could, if you've made it this far, I appreciate it. If you could, subscribe to this, I'd appreciate it. It's great to share it as well. If you could like these videos, it really helps us out. But I appreciate all the support that the channel's been getting. I love talking ball, love sitting here with my coffee early in the morning on a Saturday. We are traveling to Kansas to watch Kansas and Baylor today. Super excited about that. So we're actually watching these guys play. We'll be watching Braun and McCormick and these other folks play, and Remy Martin play. And so it's going to be a good day for us. But yeah, if you could like and share this, it's appreciated. Have a great day. And again, appreciate the support.